What up, what up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. I am here, as always, on Motherfucking Monday with Dino, the genetic motherfucking marvel. How you doing today,
Hey,
Dino?
I mean, I'm here. It's Monday, and hey, your internet cleared up. There you go. That's how you do it.
Alright, so some house cleaning, which we'll see if we're going to have a show or if this is just going to get fucked up the rest of the damn thing, because we already been messed with. Um, Mr. Algorithm, whoever is listening, we are covering the current events, which might not make you or your people happy. Nobody watches me. Chill the fuck out, please. Second of all, um, for all, and this goes all across America, but especially in my listening area, because I'm seeing it more and more and more every day. Anybody who knows me knows I've been in the rescue shelter thing for over a decade now. I didn't
Right.
seen the amount of animals being dumped off or neglected or abused rise so fucking quickly, especially over the past few years. It's crazy. Quit getting these fucking animals if you can't take care of them. Quit abusing these fucking animals. Quit thinking you're gonna leave this dog outside in fucking whatever heat, above fucking 50 degrees, without food or fucking water. Quit dumping these dogs off. So you got assholes dumping dogs off while cars are just still moving. It's
Right.
ridiculous. And then, we got these judges out here who are just slapping on the wrist these people. We got, it's a felony now for dog abuse and shit.
Good.
That and it should be. And we got a lot of these judges out here just, oh no, just go right ahead. Or bump it down to a misdemeanor. Or you're not allowed to have an animal anymore. That motherfucker shouldn't have a goddamn life. What the fuck? I done seen some of these. I mean, and I give it up, I don't know if he wants his name associated with this, but another prominent guy who's into the shelter biz. He actually started a big shelter, and now he's one of the head dog pound guys in Warren. He
Okay.
uh he's been a phenomenal guy. He's been doing his damnedest for these dogs, but I see him every day, man. And then the dog, some of these animals he has to put down because they're so neglected and so just fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. When the holidays come up, don't get a fucking puppy. You got a dog at home. Take care of your dog. Because that's the big problem. When the holidays come around, people want to get the puppies. But the puppies and the
Yeah.
big dog don't get along. So they just dump the old dog off. And then those dogs, and yeah, it happens all the fuck. Dude, like the influx of puppies to old dogs, like, and it ain't even old dogs. Your dog is a year old, maybe 2 years old, and because you wanted a pit bull puppy that you can't take care of, because everybody loves that little cute pit when it's all cute and got the mushy face, but when the motherfucker's 100 pounds and shitting bigger than you, oh, you can't handle it anymore.
Well, listen. Let's be honest. I'm not saying they can handle it, but also, hey, you should know what you're getting into, right? Like that.
Right,
I
exactly.
I like the idea of bringing home a puppy and not discussing or anything like that. Like, yeah, that's crazy shit because you're like, hey, that's it's not just a mouth to feed. You're like, there's a responsibility in training and maintaining the animal as well, right?
And times are different now. I mean, like, I remember when I was a kid, I was famous for bringing home animals. I brought home kittens. I brought home puppies. I brought home a rabbit that was damn near 4 foot fucking long, dude. That thing fucked me up like Freddy Krueger, dude. It was not happy with me for the first like 6 months.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's the
But I mean, my family, we had other dogs and we took dogs in and we took care of the dogs and the dogs got fed. The dogs
yeah.
didn't just get tossed in the street. The dogs didn't get beat on. The dog,
I mean, yeah, right. Like, I like it's a lot of work. I'll be the first one. I'm like, hey, the only reason I don't have why I don't have a dog is because I'm not picking up human sized shits on the street. I'm sorry, it's not. I'm I don't want to do that. This is not for me. Okay. But at the same time, I'm not going to put a dog through that. And also, like, You got to exercise the dog. You got to do a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah. So I'm
I
not
mean, it is a chore, but I mean,
sure.
I
It's
mean
not a bad
everything.
chore. It's not.
Yeah, everything is a fucking chore.
Yeah.
Just like I have my dogs. The ones that I brought in were all little dogs. And I had a
Oh yeah.
bunch of them. They're old and they're dying off. I hate to say it, but they're little dogs. But
Yeah.
I have one that's blind. I did have one that was deaf for a while. Had another one that was going through cancer, and we just had a tumor cut off, and he's actually doing fucking
Mhm.
great. He's our
That's
oldest
good.
now. He's almost 20, and that's a min pin, um,
The fuck is a min pin?
a miniature Dobie, miniature Doberman Pinscher.
Scrappy Doo.
Kinda,
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
a little bit more pointed face. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and I see, a lot of people are dumping their old dog, like past couple of weeks, Chihuahuas that were blind or deaf. We just had two deaf dogs. One of them just got adopted at our shelter. We got another deaf dog.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of fucking? And then you want compassion from your fellow man? You want compassion from somebody else?
Yeah.
I mean, come the fuck on.
Look, it's the same. So this is something we've talked about a lot. Is the whole idea of realizing what people are okay with doing as long as no one's watching them. And that's that idea of accountability, which we saw, like we were talking about this on MMR, was that like the visual accountability that drives some people disappearing during the pandemic was like it devastated people, right? People, hey, I remember seeing people who I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? They're like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, oh, they got super fat, like just ballooned up, right? But that was the thing, is it was that visual accountability. It just wasn't there, and that spiraled into the situation we're in right now. But
That I
you
mean,
know,
and
it's
that goes into what I was gonna say. I remember, when my visual accountability came in for animals, and I was like maybe 13, 14 years old, and I had a BB gun, and I used to shoot birds out the trees all the time.
yeah,
And then the one day, I just walked down to see the bird that I shot, and it wasn't dead. It was dying, but it wasn't
yeah,
dead. And I looked at that bird, and I couldn't do it again.
that's
I
fair.
couldn't I couldn't do it again. I'm not a hunter. I don't, I've had plenty of my friends want to go hunting or whatever. I'm not a big fisher. I don't enjoy that at all. Fisherman fishing,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck. I'm just
yeah, yeah,
that ever since, I could still see, you know that fucking that bird, in my head.
oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's
Well,
it's like you said, a lot of people didn't step
yeah,
back and didn't have that, oh, well, look at this, because I'm stuck in the house, so I don't have to look this, I don't have to
yeah,
do this, or I don't.
yeah,
And I would love for some of these people to look at some of these animals in their face before they had to die. You
yeah,
did this to this poor animal. And
yeah.
if you're okay with that, then fuck you. You're a
Yeah.
piece of shit.
And listen, that's the one of the key components. Like vegetarians and vegans would be like, meat is murder, and you're like, no, life is murder. It's not meat is murder. All of life is murdering. Okay, every part of it. We are the only outliers. We're like, no, no, no. We have rules, and hey, you know what the law of the jungle is? It's not what you can get; it's what you can keep. And if you can't keep it, it was never yours, friend.
And the
That's
universe
simple.
keeps the balance too. Because you notice
Oh,
there's only certain meats that we can eat. Ellen DeGeneres, perfect example. She was eating babies. Now she got Kuru. See? You ain't
you know,
supposed to eat people.
you ain't supposed to eat people.
That's it. That's
Crazy,
it. There's a
crazy.
reason why horror movies are made of that. Because you're not supposed to do it.
Listen, that's something that I think a lot of people need to understand, that like the shit that, like, we've talked about this a lot, about how it's like, listen, I do you remember your first Twinkie?
No.
Okay, but your first like snack like that, like school snack, like
For in the hood, you got that shit dumped in you all the time. That was like dinner.
okay. No. Hey, that's a key point. But that's the thing is those. I was watching a thing. I send it to you. It's on TikTok. I know you don't use TikTok very often, so I send really good stuff there, and then I talk about it. I'm like, if you want to see it, you just open TikTok. It's right there. So was the whole thing was, it was explaining that in nature, you get the option of fat, protein, sweet, carbohydrates. You don't get sweet and fat all in one place. Like that's an impossible event in nature, right? So baking and what you would assume would be indulgent food is mostly a combination
Confectionaries,
of,
yeah.
well, not confectionery, but even anything you would say, oh, this is an indulgent meal, like something that's very high, sort of high fat and sweetness as well. And your body goes, what? Because we can't process that. That's not how our body works, right? So it's separating those things in your diet makes a difference. But that's the thing is it makes you crazy, right? Like, and that's why it's you have you, I don't know what you did with your kids, right? But like, dude, how were they with sugar? Were they rambunctious young people?
Well, see, what I noticed, and I believe it or not, I took parenting classes when I was a teen.
Fair.
Um,
I remember
I
you told me it's
noticed that
fucking great.
the whole keep the sugar away from kids was one of the worst things you could do.
Okay.
If you just let it out there, look, this is candy, this is this is that. You just don't have an abundance of it around. You don't. If your kid sees you fucking mowing down fucking 50 Snickers bars, then who the fuck's gonna be mowing down Snickers bars next to you? But
Right.
I like fresh fruit and I like stuff like that. So my kids in turn liked fruit and stuff. Now
Oh.
when they lived with their mother, totally different story. These kids are junk food. I'm surprised these kids have teeth right now. But,
Yeah.
luckily they ended up with me after a while. And, we like I said, I got the most unhealthy, healthy lifestyle there is. You
That's
would think
fine.
that
Yeah.
is the way my shit is, I shouldn't be living, but I stay away from the really bad shit. And I mean,
Listen.
I know what the rules are, so I know where I can
Yeah.
bend them.
Yeah. But listen, that's the thing is, and so actually Victoria and I were talking about this, was the idea of uh it kind of, you separate the idea of certain things being contractual or for services rendered, right? You make something a reward and it skews its purpose in the universe, right?
Right.
So in the same thing, if your reward, oh, you did this good thing, you get a sweet. Well, now you're pairing with, and this, so with the TikTok that I sent you, it explained that the first time that we get sugar and fat is from the teat, and that signal, the sugar and fat, our signals our brain to drink as much as possible. Just consume this as, because we need it, right? At that time of thing. The thing is that never shuts off. So when you eat sweet treats, your body's going, don't stop.
So
Just
so
keep eating.
so you're saying that's why I got a thing for titty milk?
Yeah. Like, hey, scientifically, and we all know, trust the science, everyone. Trust the science. Okay. Hey, scientifically, yeah. Titty milk, hey, it signals your brain.
It
Just
tastes like
eat as much as
cereal milk
possible.
to me.
Dude, it's sweet, right? But that's the whole thing is yeah, because cereal milk, all the sugar falls off of the cereal, and then the milk that's left, you're like, yeah, it's sweet, it's delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
You have the chick drink a bottle of like black velvet the night before. It's like an horchata, dude.
What the fuck? That's some sick
Sprinkle a
vampire
little
shit. We're
cinnamon
like,
on top of that.
that's like a vampire. Like, I can't eat the garlic, but if he eats the garlic, then I suck his blood. I get the garlic inside me, and you're like, that's not healthy either, bro. That's not.
That's Italian. That's Italian vampires.
It's how it works. No, how it's, that's that's the thing is, like, you can have a shit diet and eat, oh, I eat too much meat or too much fat or too much bread or too much fruit, but you're going, yeah, all those pale in comparison to, oh, I eat a lot of sweets. You're like, yeah, that's much worse. That's
Yeah.
significantly worse. Right?
So, all
yeah.
right. So, we're going to something that I come across, and I noticed somebody else did too. And I watched this podcast on YouTube. It's called Jesse on Fire.
Yeah.
And he puts out a lot of news. It's non-biased. I mean, he just calls it as it is. He puts out the news there. You know, he goes over it, what he sees or whatever. Kind of sort of like we do on What the Fuck Wednesday.
Yeah.
So he's going over something about the Spencer Pratt, because if you haven't noticed, he's losing now. Magically. Magically, no more votes for him.
Hey, not one mail-in ballot was attributed to him, and all of them went to the first person, and then the third person, who now is the second person. You go ahead.
Right, and then and nobody knows who the third person was. That was the silly thing. Nobody knew at all who the third person was.
The idea that everyone's just taking this and going, oh, that the people have spoken. You're like, man.
So
right in your face. Just
yeah. So, well, that's like the save act, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the guy, you know, he's commenting on the mayoral race and stuff, and he was like, well, you know, and he's looking up the number of people and the number of ballots being cast, and then he's like, now, and he was trying to make a comparison to the number of people who voted for Kamala Harris, and all of a sudden, the numbers are changed. The number, like Kamala Harris didn't just win by 2 million votes. They're saying Trump only won by 2 million votes. All the numbers have been changed. Now, on the DL, what nobody's talking about, and I'm surprised Atlas ain't even kind of fucking said anything about this.
No, he hasn't been. I told him I was going to send in a mail-in ballot for Spencer Pratt. He got mad.
Newsom passed a law. It is illegal now for anybody to go and inspect the ballots, to inspect anything, to look for any kind of fraud, unless you have a warrant. So you can't even go in and be, you know, make sure these people are doing their shit. Just like the law that they passed, the Nick Shirley law.
Bro. How dare you tell me I'm doing something against the law? You no longer allowed to talk. That's
like I'm trying to figure out how the fuck, like, people are worried about a fucking UFC match on the front lawn when shit like this is happening. It's blatant in our face that they're cheating.
Yep.
And they're skewing the numbers on the internet, so it makes it look like, oh no, wait a minute. When the fuck did that was one of Donald Trump's biggest ego boosts, is the landslide that he beat Kamala Harris by.
Yeah.
You know, it was so much that they couldn't cheat him on that one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense that you know, everyone's been okay with everything. I'm like, yeah, none of this makes any sense. It's not.
So back to the whole talking about the people wanting something.
Yep.
84% of Americans, not 84% of Democrats, not 84% of Republicans, not any of that. 84% of Americans wanted the SAVE Act passed. That was ID at the election, ID at the polls.
Yeah.
Got voted down. They voted. All the Democrats voted against it, and then I think 4 or 6 Republicans switched sides. Now, you think, how in the fuck? 80, you're supposed to be fucking voting for your constituents, and 84% of your constituents said pass this shit. The fuck? So now I kind of feel like that ties into the ICE bill that supposedly wasn't going to get funded, that the Democrats were totally against, that no, we're not passing the bill to fund ICE. Guess what got passed? Yeah. So I'm feeling like they traded one for the other.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like.
That's the problem is, I think what we have to realize is that those are the deals that are happening behind closed doors. It's not a, hey, I want this done, can you make it happen? It's now a, hey, if you want to have that done, you have to do this for me. And then you're going, wait, that's not, nobody agreed to that. You're like, yeah, nobody cares. Sorry.
And then for these other nitwits out here, who keep fucking poking at Trump. If nobody's noticed, if you let Trump go with his first idea, it's probably the best one. It may not be the choice that everybody wants, but it's probably the best idea with the best people in mind.
Yeah.
You know, once you start fucking with him, then you're going to end up with a rally. And that's exactly what's happening with the 250th fucking celebration at the thing. Now, because these so-called entertainers, whoever, these singers, don't want to be in the fucking thing, he said, okay, it won't be a concert anymore. It's going to be the biggest rally in America.
That sounds much worse.
Yeah. That right there don't sound good, guys. That don't sound good at all. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And on both sides. On both sides. I see them trying to pull another January 6th type deal. Sure. I see race shit going on there.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be about, and then the bad thing is now you got Democrats suing because, you can't set up an arena in a park and recreational area, and that where he's setting it up is considered park and recreational. Motherfucker. But it was okay for I ain't even gonna say his name, but for the almighty one to be sitting and having beers on the front lawn. It's okay to put a swing.
Nope.
Come on.
Hey, this is the problem is that everyone is now now at a nexus point where everyone thinks their opinion matters. Nope. Sorry. Just doesn't. I wish it did. I wish everyone's opinions mattered. They only matter for anyone that you physically touch on a daily basis. That's it. So, significant other, family, that's about it. Aside from that, nobody cares. Okay? And the after all is said and done, the idea that people have this idea that if it's my guy, he should have unlimited power. But if it's your guy, he should have zero power, and anything he wants to do, he's going to have to sacrifice his fucking soul to make happen. And you're going, or we could maybe not be retarded.
I don't think that's going to happen anymore, man. I don't get it. They don't realize.
Yeah.
They don't realize that the more you piss and moan, the more you get taken away. It's just like a parent. It's just like a parent. Look, don't do this. Don't do this. All right, third time. Now you got a consequence. You want to do it again, the consequence gets worse. You know, I mean, come the fuck on. For years, we've had that parent that just lets you fucking stick your finger in a goddamn light socket, and 90% of you guys are cooked now. Because you haven't learned after watching this idiot stick his finger in the light socket.
Yeah. Look,
it's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. What it's going to turn out to be is they're going to take away all of it. And then it's going, Trump don't love him, or Trump promised this, that. I mean, nothing is going to get done as long as you guys keep sticking your dick in the fucking plan. You know, for instance, right now, Israel and Iran are going at it with each other. But Congress done took decided they wanted to put their dick in the mix. Now Trump can't do nothing but say, hey, we should make a deal. Well, who's going to make a deal if your fucking balls are in the fucking purse of Congress?
Also true.
So now U.S. is out of it. Whether whether they want to say we started it, whether whatever, the U.S. is out of it thanks to Congress.
Yeah.
And
So
now what? They're shooting fucking each other 30 missiles fucking 5 hours ago. Right at Israel.
For real.
Yeah. And Israel is saying, Trump came out and said you guys both need to stop. Oh, shut the fuck up. You can't do shit now.
Hey, are you telling me that Trump tried to white woman and go, guys, stop?
Yeah.
Stop. You guys are friends. You're friends. You can move on from this. Is that what he did? That's good. I think that's
so. Once again, Congress done stuck their dick in it, and now what? Now what? Now it is officially a war that Trump can't fucking do nothing about.
Yeah. Hey, this is the best part is if they let him go in there and pave a little of the make some Trump Gaza towers, maybe we would have been in a better shape now. But instead, everyone's all out here. No, we need more fights.
But guess where we just sent a couple $1 billion to?
Ukraine.
Because we can't do shit in the litter box, but we got to take care of these poor Ukrainians because their yachts are fucking need gas. Gas is so high for their yachts.
Have you ever tried to paddle a yacht, man? That's a lot of work, okay? It's not, listen, you gotta... It's
fucking ridiculous, dude. Fucking ridiculous.
Going into like I don't know what the fuck, a yacht maker's place and be like, listen, so I want the big yacht, $500 million, but I'm gonna need little portholes in case I want to
like row. The old school Viking ships.
He goes, just in case, tough times, can't afford some gas. I need people just to row. And you can watch the yacht builder go, you out of your fucking mind? It's a yacht. You can't, robot. Listen, as many holes as you need, my friend. Back and forth. It'd be great.
And then I'm not sure exactly what fucking Keir Starmer said to fucking Hegseth, but pretty much Hegseth told him to go fuck himself. And I don't think we're cool with the crown no more.
Yeah, well.
And they've been talking about getting rid of him forever, but yet nobody does dick over there either.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. So they have a weird process. So in the UK, you elect the party, and the party can switcheroo who's in charge. That's it. So if you elected the Republicans could say, oh, well, we've been doing our government shit, and we found the guy that you guys voted for in our party who has been the head kind of sucks, so we're going to get rid of him and we're going to throw somebody else in. And it won't, because you elected the party and not the person. So it's a little bit weirder, but at the same time, yeah, that's why people can quit. And there's no, it's an election inside government for who's going to be the new head piece of shit. Yeah. So it's a little different. It basically creates a functioning ability to quote unquote impeach someone and just replace them with somebody better. And in this case, or someone worse. It's all fine. They haven't been someone better for quite some time. It's been worse, and then worse from that, a little worse from that, a lot worse from that, gonna be a little bit worse from that, and then so on and so forth. And now we're here in happiness. Great.
Well, since we've been doing all right so far, I guess we'll touch on another little touchy subject before I get to the piece de resistance. Well,
save it for the last 10. Save it for the last 10.
Yeah, we'll save that one for the last 10. So, the Carmelo Anthony trial has been going on.
Woo!
And look, man, when I first heard this story, I wanted this kid to be not guilty. I wanted him to be, because a lot of people were saying shit that didn't match up right, and slowly but surely, all the stories were debunked. It's just a damn shame, but Carmelo's guilty. He's guilty. That man is going to fucking jail. I don't think any kind of race, whatever the fuck, is going to save his ass for this. Now, there's a couple things I want to address though on both sides
Okay.
because uh, a lot of people who are arguing this factor, arguing the outcomes of the testimony, sound fucking ridiculous.
Right.
All right, first of all, this whole he brought a knife to the game thing is a ridiculous argument. Being a stoner,
Right.
going to school with a bunch of kids who hunt, just going to school where I went to school even before them days.
Yeah.
Kids carried little pocket knife.
Yeah.
Kids carried guns where I came from. You know, kids carried. I was expelled for having a switchblade, or not a switchblade, a butterfly knife in school, just because I was into the Last Dragon, the kung fu movies and shit. Yeah.
Bro, a butterfly knife is though super intimidating. I had a butterfly knife. So my oldest brother had one, was a normal one. I had a longer, thin one, and then I had a normal length one, probably around a 6-inch blade, but it was like just wide. So for my gigantic hands, I would flip. But if I put it in your hand
Yeah,
closed,
but
you're like,
yours is
what the fuck?
a butterfly knife to use a fucking machete, dude. I mean,
It was fun.
I had a normal size, 6-inch blade. Had kind of cool designs and shit on it too.
Yeah.
I mean, back when my brothers went to school, it was like the heyday of the kung fu movies. People had nunchucks they went to school with.
Bro, there
So
were people who just walk around with nunchucks.
yeah,
around
yeah.
Not in school, but like, yeah, I got my nunchucks on. Just in case I need my karate. And you're like, yeah, whatever, man. The
So
80s
I
were fucking
mean,
weird.
that whole argument, especially down in Texas, I can't say nothing. The kid had a knife on him. All right,
Okay.
generally that is the biggest fucking the scenario that should never happen and did never happen back then. Was that's the reason why you carried something like that? What if I'm
Sure.
going to get jumped by a crowd of people?
Sure.
So
But
I don't want this whole thing about now. If the kid went directly with that knife, had it out, and went straight at that kid, that would have been premeditated. But this kid, I mean, he should have never had it on school grounds. We all know that. But again, kids are stupid. Kids are scared. Look at the times we're in. So I don't think that argument flies for that the I guess prosecution.
yeah. Well, like listen, this is the thing, is that I think this is something that you learn in time, and when someone shares this knowledge with you, there's a distinct understanding you have. So the best rule of thumb for people who haven't been caught is break one law at a time. So watch this. You want to bring a knife to school for protection? That's fine. Don't tell anybody. Don't cause shit. You have it as a backup. Nobody knows about it. That's the key.
Right.
If you want to go into somewhere you're not supposed to go in, make sure you look like you belong. Otherwise, if you go into somewhere you're not supposed to be and do something you're not supposed to do, that's 2 laws. You're what they're looking for. But if you are where you're not supposed to be, but looking like you're supposed to be there, that's only 1 law you've broken and you can pass, right? It's the same idea where, hey, if you were moving stuff over state lines, don't speed.
Don't smoke in your car.
Right? Like those are
Drinking and driving. I mean,
don't drinking and driving. Hey, get lots of sleep. Don't get tired.
Seatbelt.
You do lots of stop. Seat belts. That is a rules for survival 101. Break 1 law at a time. As soon as you break more than 1, that's what the 2. So because 1 is an anomaly, 2 is a pattern, 3 is a habit. It's very simple, right? And when police see that, hey, that guy doesn't have a seatbelt and he's also smoking. I don't know what he's smoking. Pull him over. See that?
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, car smells like weed. Listen, and then you're going, do you have any narcotics in the car? Yes. So you just go,
yeah.
hey, that's the other thing is, don't you don't have to admit to anything. When like this was like the best thing there are a few lawyers who are in suits smoking cigars, and they're like, "Yeah, rule it today. Shut the fuck up. Do you know what's in the car? No, I don't, officer. Just don't talk. Hey, no, sorry, I don't. Uh, I could go under arrest. Hey, if you don't want to talk, that's fine. Shut your mouth and wait for your lawyer. That's all you got to
Right.
do. Okay. That's
Don't start running your mouth. Don't start.
No. People don't realize this is you're dealing with the law's secretary. You're not dealing with the king of the law or the emperor of the law or the high commander of judicial matters. You're dealing with a secretary. Okay. And that's not an insult to police, but that is they're the first line of defense. Okay. They just go, hey, this is the information I have. He's gonna make assumptions because that's what people do. And listen, for him, his life is on the line, right? Like that's every day a cop goes out could be his worst day. Right. As much as I wish it wasn't, listen, I physically helped clientele who were, bro, their life, they were caring for their sick spouse. So they were draining on them. The sick spouse finally passed away. And within days, the guy just was lighter. He was like, because it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to care for a family member when they're falling apart, right?
Right.
2 weeks later, he was walking to synagogue in the morning. Car popped the curb, killed him. 2 weeks after his wife died.
Yeah, that's some Alanis Morissette shit there.
Yeah, but you're going like, you can't, walking outside is dangerous. Staying inside, also dangerous. Lying down too long, dangerous. Sitting too long, also dangerous. Like, there's no limit to dangers in your existence. It's what is okay. And that's why, like, look, hey, I'm going up a ladder. Ladder, dangerous. Do I want to secure the ladder onto a slippery floor with no supports? No, that would be 2 laws, dumbass. You're going to die. Which I have been watching a lot of Fail Army on YouTube. Bro, watching people fall is personal joy.
So, another thing that gets brought up from the defense side is the Metcalf kid should have never, took it upon himself to try to escort somebody out from under the tent. False. No. The coach
that would be stupid. That's not what happened.
Right. The coach not only before the whole meet or whatever tell Metcalf that he had to start stepping up and start being a leader, but told him to make sure nobody who didn't belong under that tent was under that tent. So he had all authority from the coach to be like, hey, you're not supposed to be under this tent.
So he got killed on the job, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. Now,
damn.
There was there's this BLM guy who everybody took as a school official. Everybody that I see, when I seen the video first time, he portrayed himself as a school official. Swore up and down he saw these videos before court, before anybody. And those videos were shut down. You knew something was up. Like, I automatically thought something was up when the videos were shut down. Nobody could see the videos. This guy claimed that he saw the gang of kids jumping Carmelo. And that Carmelo was this little skinny kid, and these were these big white boys. Now, that Grape posted a video of it. Now, apparently, not only is this guy a BLM activist who, unfortunately, a few years back, his son was murdered, and, he became this activist or whatever. But apparently, not sure. I didn't look it up myself. But he's one of them files, we'll just say. So there went that man's credibility right out the window. Now, there's another kind of internet famous Charleston White. I kind of like him, but on this subject, he kind of fucked up. He does usually, he's a little bit rawer than I am, a lot rawer than I am. But he usually has his facts and he spits the truth. I give it to him on that. He claimed that he talked to the family and he was in touch with the family a lot and he talked to all of them and that Carmelo was going to get off. that this was a big whatever. So that I kind of put a little validity in that, even though he
Sure.
did say some fucked up shit along with it. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing, because we go on the other side. Now the big one, and I haven't seen it come out yet, but I'm sure once verdicts start coming down, this is going to be the big thing. No people of color on the jury.
But it's not true.
No, they're all white. But the jury was pretty much picked by the defense.
No, there's 3 Asians. There was one lady with a hijab.
They're not going to count that as a black person. I try to say there was no black folks on there, but
All right,
yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
But yeah, I know. So, well, hold on. How much do you remember? How much the family raised, and then was like, "Yeah, we're buying new shit."
Yeah.
Instead, because there was like
and
$500,000.
security,
No?
there was a lot of money, and I'm sure it's still pouring in.
Hey, but that's the thing is, they used all that money on themselves, and now the lawyer couldn't even fucking pick. He couldn't even pick the jury, bro. If that's your first job, that's like hiring somebody who shows up late to the interview. Why? No, they're late.
Well, no, I think he picked the jury fine, and this is why. You got a bunch of white Karens and maybe a little Asian and a little whatever.
They would say, well, the blacks let him off like OJ. Interesting.
Well, I would think that the Karens would be like, oh no, we have to save this poor boy and this racism and this, because I guarantee all the white folks on there are staunch liberals.
I'll tell you this though, you heard that there were 4 black witnesses on his own team that were.
There were 5, and 4 of them went against, said that he was wrong. His own witnesses buried him pretty much.
It's great. I in all honesty, I hate that happened, but at the same time, you did it, man. Whether you had justification or not, but is this not the same as that Nowak kid in the UK where it's like, oh, they arrested him. He had been stabbed 4 times.
Yeah,
him. When in actuality, just because he said something racist, so he should be arrested. And you're like, clearly and they just made up a story. And you're going, oh, none of that was true, actually. Oh, and you guys watched this kid die because you were worried about being called a racist.
It just happened in Sweden. A Swedish girl was being raped by some sand person, and this kid tried to stop it. And he stabbed a dude 3-4 times laying there and raped the girl again next to his body.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. That's some death penalty shit. Like, hey man, you can't therapy that shit away.
And then, to think about it, if Carmelo Anthony's defense had any kind of brain or any kind of anything, they would look to the new law that was passed, I think, in Maine or Delaware, one of them states over that way, that the sheiks, whatever the hell, teenagers could carry knives to school because that's part of their religion.
Oh, that's Sikhs. It's called a kirpan. Yeah.
Right,
we had that discussion. Hey, we had that discussion in the 90s, and you're like, because a guy picking up his grandson had a fucking blade on his side, and you're like, yeah, you can't bring that to school, bro. He's like, oh, it's religious. I don't fucking care. It's a knife. So
yeah. How about an American redneck religion when they carry their shotguns? The kids can carry their shotguns in their car to the parking lot, but you're not bringing that motherfucker into the classroom.
Like it's the same.
Or the white
idea.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. You saying, "Oh, it's from religion." Oh, I don't give a shit. Don't bring a knife around my kid. That's even, bro. We were on set, and somebody was like, oh, "Okay, here we have some knives," and one guy's like, "Grab those and put them somewhere else. I don't want them around anyone. If you want a fake knife, that's fine, but a real knife, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
that's exactly how people get cut, and then we have problems, right?
I mean, and then just we'll take a step back and look at it just from a capitalist view. What kind of insurance risk now is these kids with knives?
Like,
If they would just run and fall on their own knife, now is the school responsible for that?
ooh.
Yeah. You know, I'll look at it from a money point of view. Is the school responsible for that? Or what happens if a finger got cut? What happens if somebody gets cut by accident by that knife?
Yeah. Yeah. That's I feel like it would be an interesting court case of somebody who brought a knife to school with intent to do something bad, and as soon as they took it out, they ended up stabbing themselves and then sued the school. I 100% think that would be hilarious.
I
'cause they'll win.
100%
They'll
think
they're
that
gonna
is
win.
that could be something that happens here, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially
hey.
with all the like what was it, that Chinese thing? I guess people are in an uproar up in Cleveland about. I didn't look into it, but I guess Dan looked into it. Apparently, some kids went into, or a father and son maybe, or kids went into an Asian store. The only story that we heard was, the first story that I heard was, these kids went into the store, the Asians started following them, chased them out, shot the kids. Wow. We find out they went into the store stealing shit, and were fucking around and found out. Now, should the kids should have died? No, but quit teaching your kids that this is okay.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. No sympathy. Like, look, hey, you don't steal from a convenience store because your family is hungry. You steal from a convenience store because you're a piece of shit. Right? Like, let's be honest. Like, hey, look, if a little kid stole a candy bar, I don't care. It's fine. It's a little kid. Stupid little kid. But it's a little kid. You're a teenager and you steal stuff. Yeah, you're being reckless. I'm gonna call the cops and you're gonna go to jail. And you know what? I'm gonna laugh because you're stupid, right? Be happy it happened while you were a kid.
When I was a kid, my mom made me return bubble gum back to a store that I bought because she thought I stole it.
Yeah, you just had a bad mom. I don't like you. Jesus Christ! You paid for it. Why? Fucking.
I mean, and then I just, it's different parenting. Like, for instance, here, like, this was my way of parenting, and my kids, my especially my son who had to go through it. My son decided he was gonna play I'm gonna run away, and
those are nice.
And I got called by his grandmother. Now, this is all on his mother's side, so I didn't even speak to these folks.
Yeah,
and they lived deep in the hood.
Yeah,
I got called by his grandmother freaking out. They haven't been able to find my son for over an hour.
Okay.
He is maybe, I think, 10 years old.
Okay.
Last time they seen him, he was barefooted in a pair of shorts outside playing. Now, by the time I get over there, it's going on an hour and a half, 2 hours. My son has been missing.
Okay.
So I started from that street. I walked up and down each and every one of them houses, knocked on doors, dope houses, at shady, scary ass place. I'm knocking on every fucking door, going up and down. About hour after me doing this, so now this is damn near 3 hours into this ordeal, Thorne pops up. He was hiding in the garage. Send the cops home. Before I even get there, I don't want to see any police when I get there.
Yeah, because I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
No. I made him put some shoes on, and I took him to every one of the fucking houses that I went to, and I made him knock on every fucking door, every porch that was covered with people doing dope, every fucking dog I had to go past, up and down every one of them motherfucking streets, and apologize to them folks because I had them all looking for him.
Hey man, you were a good parent, eh? Like you're an asshole, but a good parent. You were a really good parent. You did your best. I respect it. I really do. Because listen, hey, a lot
But
of
there's
people
none of that
wouldn't.
anymore. There's
No,
not even anything close to that anymore.
bro, somebody would call the cops on you. Be like, that's child abuse. You can't do that. You're like, I'm sorry. I disturbed these people's day and had them worried for my son, who's a little dipshit and was hiding because he wanted to feel important. Good, that's fine. You're gonna apologize to everybody. Hey, that's a good lesson, bro. It's a good lesson. It's a
He
hey,
ain't never
it's a
forgot
shit
it.
thing. No, but it's a shit thing to go through. But you're like, hey, man, you don't go through that twice. If you go through that twice, oh, you're getting beats, bro. You're getting beats bad.
Yeah, then that's really no cops.
No,
All right,
cops.
so
Hey.
with our last 10 minutes here,
all right,
with our last 10 minutes here, so some odd shit has been going on behind the scenes apparently, and it's tying the whole star people, sand people conflict and negotiations kind of oddly. So apparently, Jared Kushner, the son-in-law, he's been the one who's actually been doing the negotiations behind the scenes.
Oh, really?
Especially with the star people. So Jared and Ivanka, I just started hearing little pieces of this, and then some found out that's kind of really odd. Decided that after taking a ride on a boat with one of their buddies or a yacht ride or something with one of their friends, they decided that they were going to buy an island off of Albania. So, first of all, that's kind of odd. And then you start finding out that apparently the island that they buying or have bought is an old military installation that has all kind of military bases and tunnels and all kind of shit all over it. It's a very fortified island that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
So this is going to be their vacation. They're going to build resorts there. They're going to whatever there. So who was the friend that they were riding around in the yacht? A Rothschild. So I don't think it's the nut with the Yahoo that is pulling the strings. It's a little bit higher up than that. And now, I mean, I find it funny, and I hate to make this connection, but is somebody trading one island for another?
Bro, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I don't think there is any mistaking the fact that what's been happening has not stopped for one day. Everyone just went, oh, we'll just go to the other one. No problem. That's what happened. And you know what? Hey, I think what a lot of people don't realize is the legalities of things when it comes to Albania are
Very
you remember the bad guys in Taken? The bad guys in Taken?
Relaxed.
Albanian. Albania is not one for structure and pomp and circumstance. Just get things done. That is not a good thing. None of this is good. This is all very, very bad. But
yeah, so I mean, you tie that to going back who the Rothschilds have very strong ties to, the star people.
No,
because
really,
they are star people.
Well, they're the ones that got the letter from the English saying, "Congratulations, you've just been given Palestine." Right? That's what it was. So, come on, guys, 5 more minutes. We could talk a little shenanigans. Listen, None of this is making any sense. That's for sure. And the idea that someone as hot as Ivanka can do such horrible things is sad to me. But then you have people like Gene Simmons who are out here being like, "Oh, I was always consensual." You're like, "Okay, bro, sure. I believe you. You're a great guy."
With your 20-foot tongue.
20-foot tongue and oh, I've only slept with a few thousand women. You're like, yeah, I'm sure those were all no drugs. He's like, I've never done drugs. You're like, yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you.
Yeah. Have you seen some of your work? You've never done drugs. Never?
Why is there a standing order for roofies? What's that about there, friend?
Oh, that was my grandma. She came with us
She loved
everywhere
them
we
things.
went.
She ate them like Tic Tacs. It was just how it was. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the whole Rothschild thing and kind of falling down that rabbit hole. I also seen that the head of the WEF who just stepped down. Yeah, you know why he stepped down?
Tell me why.
Because he was good buddies with old Jeffy.
Awesome.
And they were planning their version of the New World Order.
Why are people retarded? Tell me. There has to be a reason why they're retarded. It can't just be just independently retarded and that's how things are. It's ridiculous.
And on a lighter note, for the end of the show, for anybody who wants to just smile, Google Chinese robot kicks kid.
Oh, I saw
fucking hilarious, dude. I had to have watched that fucking 5-second clip 30 times.
That's fantastic.
The robot with the afro. Why they give him an afro, dude? Like
that's ridiculous. But yeah, 100% fucking hilarious, bro. The idea like he kicked him. He just
yeah.
Wow, and
like, he stepped back. He stepped back like he was ready to brawl with the kid.
Yeah. Loved it.
Folded that kid in half, dude.
100%. He really did. It was very entertaining. I'll tell you that.
No. I'm surprised somebody didn't come out and AI it and have that little kid come out like Goku or something and start whooping up on him.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's fine. But yeah.
We're doing movie night tonight?
Rob Weber just arrived yesterday. I might be doing dinner with him. I'm not sure. He has people with him and they want Greek food. So I'm like, all right, I might be fasting today, so I may not be going. So if I'm not, I will let you know. I'm gonna be building I'm gonna be working on this afternoon. The
rest of your gray skull. I've been peeping in on some of your videos, dude. The fucking thing is awesome.
It's so cool. Like, bro, it's even so this is the thing is like I know you made the comment about Polly Pocket, and I'm 100% I agree with you. But it's like it's factual. It's fine. But the thing is like some of the stuff like so this is the first section on the back and it's got like a whole like space motif where it's like a control like a war room kind of thing and you're like there's so many fucking different things. It's really cool. But yeah
and so you got to figure out, can I send you Legos? Is that legal over there?
I'm pretty sure we just got to figure out. Well, I'm hoping so in July, I'm going to BC, and I'm hoping that's profitable, and then I can come back and then go to you guys sometime in the kind of end of summer or fall.
Sweet,
that'd be good. Yeah, but
well, either way, if I go, because I'm gonna go to this dude who has, we'll just say custom. Dude, they look real. They look real. They
no.
Writing on the bags.
You can 3D print all this shit. But the thing is, it comes down to the specs, materials, and all that kind of stuff. If they
look legit, I'm gonna get you real Masters of the Universe guys for that gray skull.
Hey man.
Now, what you need to find is Snake Mountain.
Oh. Bear with me.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Did you build that?
Yeah. It's a little over. It's like a meter and a bit long.
That is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
See, I'm not
So,
gonna lie. I might have used glue on that.
yeah. So I grabbed it to show it off, and one of the horns had come off. So I'm like, it's I'm tempted to glue it or something, but you know, it is also like it's just all purple. So it looks pretty cool. I want to get a thing for it and put it on the wall, and I'm gonna put it with this because I also have Battle Cat somewhere. I gotta find it. I think I gotta reconstruct him because I think I did it wrong. But
That, and
yeah,
if they were to make one, or even see if we could get a schematic made up so you can make your own, the three
Snake Mountain.
towers, the three towers,
Oh.
because Grayskull sits on the edge of Eternia, and so
Yeah.
does Snake Mountain. But
Yeah.
Eternia is made up of three towers that are connected.
So they didn't have, and they don't have anything like that.
No,
But
you
they
have
just,
to custom do
yeah.
that shit.
But you can like so that's the thing is this. So I'm doing Mega Constructs. It's not Lego because that's who has the branded deal. They also do Halo.
Yeah, because didn't you
do
say they
some-
can't
yeah.
make weapons or something like that?
Yeah. It gets the whole thing. But I'm like, bro, the Havoc staff is so fucking good. And this thing is turning out great. So I'm happy with it. But
Yeah, they're having a Youngstown Lego convention here in the next few weeks. I'm like, do I want to go? Do I want to
Hey.
go?
I would go. If you go, have a budget in mind and do not break that. Just be like, hey, I'm here to spend $20, and that's.
Well, if
just
I'm going, I'm just buying something for you.
I know, but that's the problem. That's 100% the problem. But they, you heard about there was a bricks and minifigs store with so an old guy was sick. He had a $200,000 collection.
That's
he
a
gives
big
them
deal now, dude. That story is some big shit now.
Hey, so it turns out that so he gave it to a store. He was supposed to get 65% of the value, and they were going to move it all for him. Then the store went bankrupt. Corporate stepped in, sold it to another two guys, and then allegedly were like, "We have no idea where your Lego is. That just disappeared." So then a guy, it's Reckless Dan, something I forget what his name is. He was a YouTuber. He started talking about it. He's been arrested like 3 times. The guy reporting on has been arrested, and then you're like, oh, apparently there was some body cam footage of so the guys who bought it are Mormon. The majority of the police force in their town is also Mormon. So they started having covert conversations between cops, but they were on body cam and they got leaked. And now they're like, oh, so they're all colluding, and now corporate stepping in. They're like, all right, we're just signing checks. Everybody just shut the fuck up. Just NDAs to everybody. Money done.
What's weird is that, like, another weird part of that. Apparently, the YouTuber guy was staying at a bed and breakfast, and the owner of the bed and breakfast said that he overheard him and somebody else talking about they stole the Legos.
Yeah, like just hey, they were. It was
like it's a crazy story. Yeah.
It's really weird, but that's like that's the thing is I have a ton, like I have collectibles and stuff like that, but I'm like, yeah, but it's it's safe, secure, it's protected. Right now is a huge thing where people are like, oh, collectibles, yeah, they'll just swipe it. They'll just come in, they'll steal your house and just, oh yeah, we're taking all your collectibles. Why? It's untraceable. In general, like if it's got a serial number, it's gonna be problems. You can't move that shit. Right?
Watch now, they're gonna have Legos with serial numbers on them. That'd be crazy.
It's because I said it. It's gonna be now with trackable serial numbers on all your Legos. Everyone, don't worry.
It's gonna be messed
like
up.
Windows.
They'll say it's for counterfeiting purposes, so they're not counterfeited.
Bro, I've bought Fego from China and it always works perfectly.
Dude, I mean, well, I'm not gonna say where, but I could go and get Legos of damn near every kind.
I got somebody.
And it's sad we got to be like that now. I mean, everybody's gonna make a little buck here and there. Jesus Christ.
Well, why aren't we, right? And that's why, like, you can do pieces that are like, you remember, not Boggle. What the hell was it? Connect 4.
Yeah.
Was it Connect? No, not Connect 4. What was the one you had to put? There were weird shapes, and then it would explode.
God Was it concentration? No, not concentration.
Concentration. I think it was
Was
concentration. Yeah, I think so. Something
you
like that.
pushed down
But
the board and you had to get
you had
everything
to
in.
put in all the
first.
things.
Yeah.
If you didn't read it, they all come up. It like they all have those weird shaped pieces. You can make Lego in weird pieces. As long as Lego doesn't make those pieces, you're fine, right? But then you have a weirder outcome, theoretically, right? That's why it's like there's nothing wrong. You're just like, yeah, like at some point, is it Lego or is it a collectible? Is it both? Is it neither? If I'm not like, I'm not gonna take these pieces and make something else with it. I'm keeping my Havoc staff, right? So should I glue it? Maybe I should, right? But tricky. It's also hard to transport a Havoc staff. In case anyone wants to know, this is not easy to move around. Just doesn't. Thing.
Well, it's easier if it's in a million pieces.
Yeah, and then you just have to spend the time to rebuild everything. It's horrible. But, you know,
you can see somebody just jacking you and watching your video. How the fuck did he put this together?
Well, I have disassembled portions of this and reassembled them because I did them wrong, like a lot of it. And I'm just like, yeah, it just happens. I skipped a step. I'm like, oh no, this doesn't match up. I got to go back, figure it out, and redo it. So it's a whole thing. But anyways, I'm gonna probably be building Lego tonight. I'm gonna say at 4 because I got some errands to run, and then I'll let you know about movie. No, do you have anything that you want to watch?
Nothing. But I found a new little trove of kind of Asian-y type grindhouse. So we're gonna.
So I have 2 that are on Prime that may be good. They're supposed to be like mysterious thriller suspense, but like old gods, people being murdered. There's a few of them. I'll send them to you and you can let me know. Okay?
All right. Yep.
Go.
So that being said, y'all, this is Motherfucking Monday. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day and be good to each other.
Or you get the staff.
Or you get the staff.
Amen. It's perfect.